Very interesting, just, the blessing and curse of consciousness, being human, different things. And, I've had a wide array of different life experiences, positive and negative, and everyone has, there's all sorts of things. I could live in a third world country and have, much more difficult times in certain aspects and everything, and I'm very grateful to have what I have, but it is interesting, just lately, sort of, still thinking about that person that I wanted to be friends with that blocked me and everything, and just feeling, rejected and unliked, unlikable, and everything. Just sort of having the just back and forth, being like, I have no friends, I feel so lonely and everything, but being like, I just got a new TV and I'm so happy, and and obviously trying to remind myself of different things. Like, even, I do have, I suck at socializing anyway, and I'm weird, and I have schizophrenia and different things, but, I still, yeah, I do have food, and I have, I do have, shelter and all sorts of things to be grateful for. But yeah, it still is valid. Everyone's feelings are valid. It's really difficult because, like, it's just that sort of thing. Like, everyone, just about, most people desire some sort of human connection, just in some way. Just wanting to feel like there are people like you and everything. And I don't need everyone to be like me. I love variety in life, and that's something I celebrate all the time, just the differences. As long as you're not hurting anyone, as long as you're not rejecting anyone for their natural ways, for, if someone's a loving, kind person, don't fucking be a douche, that sort of thing. But yeah, it's just, it can suck, just, and also it's difficult when I don't want to, like, even, like, I'm not gonna want to go to restaurants and stuff with friends too, because of how really my mind works, and how, I have a serious willpower in different things in certain ways, but I've tried certain things over and over and just learned, it's just, it doesn't work. Like, why would I, you know, I'm not stuck in a comfort zone, but I sort of am in a way. Like, I will face fears and different things, and I will, be very stoic in different ways, but certain things, it's just like, it's not worth, we can do things in other ways. We can meet up and hang out doing things that I like, like, things related to video games or whatever. If there was, I'd go to, like, maybe like an arcade sort of thing if it was, not busy and loud, because that's when, with my sensory stuff, I've always had that where it's just like, it's been so overwhelming, and I didn't understand it when I was younger and stuff. Just being like, sitting in the cafeteria in school and just being like, oh my god, make it stop. Just like when you hear all those voices at the same time, it's just like, and it's just like, I can't, and I can hear things. I have a very keen sense of hearing and everything. Like, I can hear things. I'll be focused on that. Sometimes people will be like, what are you doing? And it's like, do you hear that? Like, way far away, do you hear that sound? And it's like, no. And then, oh yeah, I do, sorry, why are you focused on that? And it's just like, I don't know. It's just the way my brain works. I'm just like, always, my brain is just trying to hear things and to pick out things and everything. But yeah, it's just like, it's difficult also, even if I find people that somehow feel connected to me in the everything, like, are we going to have times where we, and I'm totally fine with having stuff like over the internet, like just talking, chatting, like texting. I don't like phone calls really that much. It can overwhelm me and everything. But still, like, it would be cool to have, there's certain times you go out in nature, or go, listen to music, a place I haven't been. I'm getting even worse with certain things. Like, I've missed out on very important concerts that I wanted to see and everything, music and stuff, just because it's just like, oh, this is, and that I've had some of my, that is like the ultimate experience, to like see a band that you really like. But even sometimes it's just like, I don't know, it's gonna be, I get too overwhelmed or whatever. But again, like, in certain ways, I will face fears in different things, you know? Like, I've started to, I have handed out, I've tried to, hit on people and stuff in my own way because I'm not clever and I don't have that sense of humor to where it's like, I know, I can't come up with clever things that are like, I can't joke around and like, sort of like, even I don't really like the teasing thing anyway. I think some people really like it, but I don't know how to tease and be like mess with somebody, but in a flirtatious way. Like I have never, none of that. I can't. Like it's just doesn't come to me naturally at all. But I have been trying to like show interest in people and like different things and everything. It sounds so sad because it's like I'm gonna be 33 this year, and it's just like, oh, you're learning how to flirt. Oh, great. Like But I'm very confident in certain ways, and again, like there are certain things I really like about myself, and I see my so I don't lack that, It's like I'm not, I'm, that middle ground. I'm not super full of myself, but I'm very confident in certain ways that I have, a great moral compass, and I, like, am strong in certain ways and everything. I have strength, and I see that strength. I have a lisp sometimes. Obviously, you can hear it in the S's. I never learned, I don't know how to, like, do it in the front. My S's are over here, and it's never going to change. It's just like it's always been like that. But that can probably, there are certain things about myself I can understand, be like, that's off-putting and stuff. Even just listening to me when I say like and all the time and everything, I can annoy myself. But again, there's so many things I like about myself. But certain things, it's like, I don't even want to change at all. It's all about finding people that you naturally align with. Like people that are like, "Oh my God, stop talking about being vegan and stop talking." It's like that's your problem. This is a good thing. It makes perfect sense. Like to speak against just dumb shit that happens, like dumb fucked up shit. There are a lot of insensitive, selfish people, and it's sad, I'm not saying like anybody that eats meat is a douche or anything, but it's like once you learn things, certain things, and I actually would date someone who eats animal products. I would probably be I would talk to them about it and stuff, and plant the seed and everything. Be like, like, think about this. Think about this. Can you justify it and everything? Different things, probably. So that might be annoying. It might not be work out that way, but certain things. But yeah, it's just feeling different things. It's mood swings, natural mood swings. Just having, I'm very much, I'm able to function and without this medication and everything. Everybody's different. Like I said, like some people, you can do your best. You can try to work out and eat healthy and do everything, get sunshine, do everything, and that's good. And some people, that's all they need. Like, I even have family members. Well, obviously, it's not like my entire family is mentally ill or anything. I do have some neurotypical family members that it's just like nothing seems to be. It's just like normal function, and it's just like, how does that work? But certain people, medication is the answer, and or one of the facets of the entire structure. Like you don't want to just rely. That's not like the only answer, but certain times, certain things like this, I just got really unlucky, with certain things. I don't have the worst life, but there are certain things that I've dealt with that's like, damn, like how many, just count off all the weird things, all the, just things that are not normal, that are not, well, I mean, what's normal, but yeah, that are not, well, they're not. A lot of things, when you add up, not trying to, again, like, well, I guess it's kind of like talking shit about myself and like blowing up, being like full of myself, but all the things, if you just name some of the things about me that aren't normal, be like, how many people are like me? It's kind of like, what are the odds of having all this and shit? It's interesting. Anyway, I hope that you have that human connection, even with me, that's something I'm grateful for. Again, some of my best friends are, sometimes I feel more connected, like certain things, just because cats have dogs, all sorts of things. Oh, and by the way, I do not real vegans don't force their animals to be vegan, especially cats. Cats are obligate carnivores, and you're not. They come from wild cats. They hunt to survive. So like, I'm not perfect in that way. I didn't know about things too. You're really not supposed to let your cats outside. They can decimate populations and stuff, and cats can be completely happy inside. But we have outside cats because we didn't know for a long time and everything. If I lived alone in the future, I love cats so much, but I would probably just visit them and stuff and maybe just have like a vegan companion sort of thing, like a rabbit or something. But I do love cats. Apparently, dogs can live very long lives and happy lives because being on a vegan diet. But still, I feel like it's really risky. But I have seen stuff. There's studies and everything. Apparently, it's different because where they come from, it's a totally different animal than like figuratively and literally. Like it's totally different thing than cats and everything. Don't feed cats vegan shit. That's like what animal abuse is like a talking about speciesism, but like you're being the speciesist because you're saying, "Hey, my cat isn't as important as cows and stuff. Let's take a chance with my cat's health." Like not cool. But anyway, I can feel very connected to certain animals and stuff. And like just be like, these are just you're so nice and thanks for being around me and everything. But I hope that's went on for a while. But I hope you have different connections in life and you feel, even without them, even if like you're like me and you really, not many people are gonna tolerate your presence and everything. Or I don't want to say that, but like I can, a lot of people find me weird, and that's fine. I am weird, but just keep your own self-esteem up and everything, and remember like the good things about you and everything, because it's not all about connecting to like normal society and everything. And it is, we do need, like, we live longer and happier with relationships, not necessarily like sexual or anything, just like it's proven that like it is good, like when you feel really lonely and everything, it can cause health issues and everything. But you don't have to. Some people are introverts and can totally. I'm kind of like mixed, because I want that interaction online, but like I also love my solitude and I need to I can't socialize all the time and stuff. Anyway, again, I hope you have good times and feel well and everything. Love. Yeah, I already said. I already said the other part. Hope you have pleasant times.